So for rational number, so what is rational number? So rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction. So rational number, a rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction n over d, where n and d are integers and d doesn't equals to 0. So a rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction n over d. So a rational number is any number that can be written as a fraction where d does not equals to 0. Second concept, I want to talk about what is relatively prime. So relatively prime numbers have no common factors other than 1. So relatively prime numbers has no other common factors than 1. So relatively prime numbers are just prime numbers that has no other common factors than 1. So how do we simplify fractions? So to simplify fraction, I have to see 9 and 55 if they have common factors. Okay, so I'll just try to do the short division at the same time. At the same time, I'm breaking down 9, breaking down 55, and then as we can see, there is no common factors. So I know that 9 over 55 is already the simplest form. So to simplify, I got negative 24 and 32, and when I simplify, it will stay negative. So now 24 and 32 do common division. Okay, so I know that these guys can be divided by 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So negative 3 over 4. Okay, so something we have to remember here is that I have to remember that when 0 divided by a equals to 0, for a doesn't equal to 0, because when a is equal to 0, then it's undefined. At the same time, a over a equals to 1 for all the a's doesn't equal to 0. The other side that I want to share, negative 7 over a equals to 7 over negative 8 equals to negative 7 over 8. And how do I make rational number written as a fraction? So I got a rational number. A rational number is a decimal, and a decimal that doesn't repeat, we call it terminating. decimal. So for terminating decimal, when it's written as a fraction, we just do 32 over 10, and I started the simplifying, divided by 2, top and down, so negative 16 over 5. And now I have the second one. The second one is repeating decimal. When I see anything with a sign like this is a repeating decimal. So it's 0.13333333. So this is what I say, repeating decimal. So to do this, this can also be written as a fraction, 2 over 15. So to write terminated decimal as a fraction, we have to identify the place value, and then to write all the digits after the decimal point as a numerator. So talking about writing math, a repeating decimal can be written with a bar over the digits that repeat. So for example, if I have 0.13333333 something 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 equals to 0.13. So now I have example 2. Okay, so example 2 is I want to write decimals as fractions. So I want to write each decimals in the simplest form. So to write decimals as fractions, I got negative 5, 59 over 100. And for question B, I got 10,5714 because there are 1, 2, 3, 4 digits here. So it's 40. And then now I divide it by 2. So okay, so to write a fraction as a decimal, we want to divide the numerator by the denominator. So to write each fraction as decimal, what we need to do is we want to do 5 divided by 4. So 4 and 5, I give you the 1.2 times 4 is 8, 20, this is 5. So the answer here is 1.25. Okay, and this is a negative sign. 1 divided by 6, 0.140. 636. So this is 0.16666666666. So now let's do think and discuss.